skis attached to a large sail. Dr. Adrian McCullum is a polar scientist with the group. He plans to use the mission to measure ice thickness along the way.
We can see whether we are losing mass or gaining mass, and that, of course, has all sorts of implications. It feeds into global warming.
The expedition's set for the end of November. It'll take more than a month to complete. Steve Dorsey, CBS News, Brisbane, Australia.
A search is underway in the Western Pacific where two U.S. fighter jets collided on Thursday. The two FA-18 Hornets were operating from the aircraft carrier USS Carl Vinson. One rescued pilot is in fair condition. The second is unaccounted for. No wreckage has been spotted. Gary Nunn, CBS News.
Their first fight was thrilling.
Maidana all over Mayweather.
Action-packed.
Look at this display by Floyd Mayweather.
The toughest fight of Floyd Mayweather's career.
A fantastic fight.
So on September 13th, Floyd Mayweather and Marcos Maidana do it again.
Te voy a terminar.
Bring it on, amigo.
Mayhem. Mayweather versus Maidana 2. Saturday, September 13th at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, live on pay-per-view.
Heartburn sufferers can now eat at the corner of look spicy. And I'm going in. That's because Walgreens makes it easy with new Nexium 24-hour. Now the #1 prescribed acid-blocking brand is available without a prescription for frequent heartburn. So swing by Walgreens. You'll be in and out with the protection you need to spice things up. Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy.
May take 1 to 4 days for full effect. Use as directed to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Good morning from the Delaware 1059 News Center. A 15-year-old girl has been sentenced to 16 years in prison for her role in the kidnapping of an 89-year-old woman who was locked in her car trunk for 2 days before being abandoned at a cemetery. Junia McDonald, who was charged as an adult, pleaded guilty to carjacking, kidnapping, and conspiracy charges and was sentenced yesterday at Superior Court in Georgetown. McDonald is one of 4 teenagers charged with kidnapping 89-year-old Margaret E. Smith in Milford in March of 2013. Another teen defendant, Jacqueline Perez, also reached a plea agreement, and she will be sentenced in court in December. Health officials say the water system at a Kent County motel will be disinfected this weekend after the discovery of coliform bacteria prompted a boil water notice to tenants. Officials issued the water advisory Wednesday after E. coli bacteria were found in the water supply at the Shamrock Motel. State officials collected water samples last week after receiving a complaint and detected the presence of coliform. Additional testing found E. coli in one sample. E. coli bacteria, which often can be traced to human or animal waste, can cause diarrhea, cramps, nausea, headaches, and other symptoms. Among those affected by the water problem were 6 clients of the Delaware Department of Health and Social Services who were staying at the motel on emergency housing assistance vouchers, and they have since been relocated. Delaware moves forward with a 5-year plan to address the state's housing needs. Governor Markell says a newly released assessment takes a look at several important questions.
Where do Delaware's households and those that might be moving to Delaware want to live? What are the size of their families, their ages, and their income levels? And what type of housing is in the highest demand?
The governor says the future of neighborhoods and communities for decades to come may be shaped as these issues are explored. You can see the governor's weekly address in its entirety at Delaware1059.com. A renewed Cross Bay rivalry is among this weekend's high school football highlights. Cape Henlopen will host Lower Cape May Regional today at 1 in Lewis. The game is for the DRBA Commissioner's Cup. The Delaware River and Bay Authority expects a lot of South Jersey fans to board the Cape May Lewis ferry for the game. The series stands at 1 win apiece. Before 2012, Cape Henlopen and Lower Cape May Regional had not played in the regular season since the early 1980s. Your forecast from the Delaware 1059 Weather Center: periods of rain and a thunderstorm with a high today 76. Gradual clearing on the way overnight tonight, low 59. I'm Mark Fauser, Delaware 1059 News.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
Nice Saturday morning here on Delmarva, and you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva right here on Delaware 1059. So good morning. If you need to communicate with me, you can go to wellerdoesdelmarva.com and send messages. And Brooks Ritter, my executive producer? best
Yes.
friend, lunch buddy?
A little bit of everything.
Okay.
Executive producer today.
Number one salesman?
Absolutely.
All right, everything. So I've got Brooks Ritter here today, and then I also got Darren Gingrich here today. He's going to hang with us all morning. So we're doing the show live right here at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. We're sitting right inside my office. It's nice and cozy, and I think we're all going bungee jumping after this. I'm not sure. I guess that's still yet decided. But anyway, good morning. And I wanted to first of all let you know that you can watch this show. We're streaming it live at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. So you can go there right now and actually look at us and see us and so on. If you have any suggestions or a topic or an idea, we take suggestions. We don't always use them, but we always take them. We always take and receive the suggestions. So anyway, I wanted to say thank you for listening and watching the show. Also, you can like our page on Facebook, which is Weller Does Delmarva. The big question is people saying, what's up with Weller's Red Barn? It is done. I may post some pictures or videos later on today or over the weekend showing you what the inside of that building looks like, completely empty. No shelves, no inventory, no nothing. It's all out of there. And a company called Dry Zone has rented the building, and I'm excited, and they are excited, and that is going to be their worldwide corporate headquarters right there in Ellendale for Dry Zone. So anyway, they are excited. They're going to do some fixing up and get themselves in there. So that's what's happening with Weller's Red Barn. If you have any questions, again, you can communicate directly through Weller Does Delmarva to Brooks. If you want to chat with him, he is up for that. And I wanted to mention my first sponsor, which is First Class Heating and Air. And this time of year, you know, you wake up some mornings and it's 85 degrees out, and you wake up some mornings and it's cooler than that. And it's time of year to start thinking about how efficient is my heating system going to work. They're calling for this winter to be a cold, wet winter. I'm kind of somewhat excited about that, if there's any business benefit to it. But after that, I don't need the muck or the mess. But anyway, so, you know, if you've not had your heater serviced in a while, you know, it's just a good idea. Like if you got animals and stuff, it's real important to check your air filters and stuff, because if you don't keep your filter clean, then all that stuff gets through the filter and goes on into the blower and the fan and all that stuff of the heating and air conditioning system. But they can come out and service your heater or your air conditioner, but I'd just get your heater serviced at this point. They also have these maintenance agreements, and I can't remember exactly how much they are, but they were very inexpensive because I got one for my home, and what I like about it is that for mine, they come out twice a year. They check the filters or change the filters. They check the continuity of all the electrical things and make sure everything's running just right. They look things over and stuff like that. They double check my humidifiers and make sure all that's good, check the filters in them. And they do all that for a flat price. And then anything else I need, let's say I need a new toilet or a new kitchen sink or some electrical work done, then I receive an additional discount just because I had the maintenance agreement. So I've said it before, but even if you needed some plumbing done or electrical work done, it's almost worth buying the maintenance agreement to get the discount, because the discount is on parts and labor. So give them a call, 934-8900, 934-8900. First Class Heating and Air. Then I wanted to also mention my accountant, George Luff and Associates. I talk about him every week. He's a real good guy. He's got 3 locations now. He's in Rehoboth, he's in Dover, and, of course, Milford. What I really find interesting is no matter where he's at or whoever I need, I just dial one phone number. So I don't have to say, what's the Dover number, what's the Rehoboth number? 422-9699, 422-9699, and say, hey, where's George, or where's Tyler, or where's whoever I want to get a hold of, and they connect me right to him. I kind of like that. But they do our payroll, and people are saying, well, I do my own payroll. Well, you may, but if you actually talk to the person that works for you that does the payroll, you might find that it's a nerve-wracking thing, because you can calculate the payroll and that's all fine and dandy. But it's keeping up with all the new rules and regulations and tax charts and things like that. And if you just do one thing wrong, you just end up burning a whole lot of time getting it straightened out. So with George Luff, he has a thing called Easy Payroll, and he does our payroll, and we switch to where we do it twice a month, so every other week. And because we do that, because we used to do it weekly, but since we're paying by the pay period, we decided to do it every other week. So it works out pretty good. We are only paying like $54 a pay period, 11 to 24 people. Think about that. 24 people could get the payroll done for $54 total. Now, say you got a smaller business, 6 to 10 people is only $30, and say you've got 120 people, you can get that done for $94 a pay cycle. So give them a call, 422-9699. Tell them I sent you. They'll do a good job for you. That's Luff and Associates. Next, I'm going to introduce a young man that I've grown to know, and I even have grown to like him. This is Darren Gingrich. Good morning there.
Good morning, Jim.
How you doing?
Thanks for the compliment. I'm doing great.
You're welcome. Was that a compliment? So, anyway,
you're welcome. I'm feeling the fall in the air.
The fall in the air.
Are you feeling it?
A little bit, yeah. It's cooling up. It's a little bit better sleeping. You can open the windows sometimes and on. I hear the frogs and the crickets and everything else. So, yes, it's getting there. So what's up with you?
Had a nice mission dinner last night with Abundant Life Church.
Oh, really? You want to tell us about that?
No, just a great chance to hear about the church and their vision and missions, and did a little planning on a trip that we talked about last week.
To Africa?
To Africa, yep.
Wow.
Yep, so
was that about a year away?
It's about a year away.
Wow.
My daughter's all excited about it.
Yeah,
riding a bike around Lake Volta.
Okay. Is Coulter going?
Not this time.
Not this time. Okay, but it's a life-changing experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So, yep.
All right, now you have Select Financial.
Yes, sir.
Is it Select Financial or Select Financial Services?
It's Select Financial Group.
Okay.
Select Financials.
Okay.
But we've kind of shortened it to, but it's Select Financial Group.
All right, and
it's
you're
actually
in Milford.
Technically Select Financial Incorporated, but our DBA, doing business as Select Financial Group.
All right, and you deal with investments.
Mm-hmm.
You help people kind of say, okay, I used to make this much money with my money. I've been waiting for everything to fix itself, and it hasn't.
And it hasn't.
And I need a friendly face to talk to and say, what are my options?
Mm-hmm.
Some people have maybe retired from somewhere, and they've got this 401k, and they really want to make sure they've invested that money wisely or properly or whatever. You can help steer them and guide them there. I'm under the impression that when somebody talks to you, it's kind of a you're not expecting somebody to have a conversation and make a decision right that minute.
That's right.
I mean, we're probably on our 300th conversation.
Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly. Some take longer than others.
Some take longer. I'm a slow learner. All right.
Yeah, well, and, one of the things that I really enjoy doing that is really meaningful, we help people retire. And I don't mean we help them save for money and it's a money in a pool and then we start showing them how to draw an income, although we do that. But we help them in the process of retiring. Now, imagine, Jim, that you've decided you're going to retire.
Right.
In, 6 months.
Okay.
Do you know the anxiety that goes into that? You're thinking about all these things. Well, oh, no, my goodness, I'm retiring now. Well, what does that mean? I've never done this before. I've done a lot of things before, but I've not done this before, and I got to get it right because you don't necessarily have a chance.
You can't retire twice.
Right, exactly. Some people do, but it not frequently, obviously.
Right.
But you don't want to get it right. You've got to get it right. You've got all these questions. Who do you talk to? Your friends that haven't retired?
Right.
So we help people retire. I sit down with people on a regular basis and literally show them how to transition from earning an income to living in retirement, and going through the whole budgeting conversation, guiding them through the Medicare,
because they go from having
the insurance
traditional health care
to
Medicare.
Exactly. Helping them because they all have the same concerns. So to me, it's easy. I've been through it dozens of times.
Okay.
So I know what they're concerned about, and they feel like I'm really intuitive. Well, I'd like to think I am, but I've also done it before.
Right, been there, done that, and talked to people.
Exactly. So, and kind of a neat thing about
some people would even call that experience.
That's exactly what they might
Not
call
to sound too technical here today. So some people would say Darren is actually experienced at what he does.
That's right.
I don't want to fluff you up. I won't give you too much credit here today. I'm hard on it, but so that's something people talk about, and I mean that has to do with what planning. Because I guess a lot of the people you talk to, you're getting them at a season in life that they've already done some investing or done some planning.
In most cases, the bulk of our clients are high net worth people, but we have others that certainly others that aren't. And I really enjoy, and this is just a call out there to the young people. I really enjoy working with those folks that are new at getting a job.
Right.
It's gratifying to me, even though it might not be a big moneymaker for me, but I'm willing to invest time in people that are willing to work hard to make things better for themselves.
Right. So you're saying even if a person's just getting started in their career of working,
exactly,
you can give them some insight at that point in their life, middle way, and then as they're getting closer towards. So really, all you're saying is you want to talk to people.
Exactly.
Is that right?
I'm in the people business.
You're in the people business now. Okay. So in other words, that's everybody's greatest investment is people. Isn't
That's
it?
right.
So they say to the businessman, your largest asset you have is people.
Well,
So,
and
or at least my people tell me that every day.
Exactly.
So
and you've got good people here at Welders.
I
There's
do.
No
I
doubt.
agree with that.
Sitting here grinning at Brooks. He's a good guy.
He's happy, isn't he?
He is a happy.
He's a happy camper. Brooks is getting ready to have another baby, aren't you?
Yeah, sometime in the next 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4
awesome.
weeks, really?
Really? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm thinking sooner than later.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Not today, not during the show,
No,
right?
I don't think so.
Is she hoping sooner than later?
I think so. I think she's ready to be done.
We have a whole bunch of babies coming to the Weller camp.
No, that's neat.
Brooks is having one, and then Brandon's having 2.
Exactly.
So very
He can have
exciting.
that.
What?
He can
Speaking
have
of financial planning here.
Yeah, speaking of
some
financial
college
planning.
maybe could be in
Absolutely.
order.
Yes, I will be coming to see you shortly.
Well, Brooks, 2 daughters at the moment, so he needs wedding planning. Because you got to have that before retirement.
I have 3 daughters. It's a topic I'd like to be able to just ignore, but I know I can't.
I think I'm in the same boat as you on that one.
Because the day will come and you'll say, could I just give you a chunk of money
Mm-hmm.
and you not have a big wedding? Oh, no. I'll take the chunk of money and I want the big wedding. So anyway, so there's wedding planning.
That's right. College planning.
College planning. I guess the college planning comes before the wedding planning.
It does.
Okay.
Well, it should.
It should.
We're right. We're not saying
So-
it does as in it's a regular thing, but it should be.
So are you saying that if anybody wants to talk about the future of their financial situation, you'd be more than happy to have a little chit-chat
Be
with
more than happy. And unfortunately, I talk to people all the time that are, I've got 4 kids in school, and
they're barely getting through that. So their mind isn't on what can I do with any extra money.
That's right. They're not thinking down the road like that. Although I've had conversations with my oldest son, and he gets it.
He gets it.
There's something called the Rule of 72 that will open your eyes as a young man, or even if you're not a young man, but it can change your financial life.
Okay.
And be happy to talk to you about it, show you how to do it. It's
Like a person as old as me, could I understand it?
Well, the Rule of 72 simply is how many years it takes your money to double.
Okay.
So you take how many. So, for example, at 12%, your money doubles every 6 years.
Is that like a real fact?
It is a real fact. It's a real math. I've had a math teacher try to tear it apart.
Is this the thing where you take a penny and you do something with it? Or?
It is. It's the rule of compound interest.
Really?
And it's called the Rule of 72. So you take your interest rate,
If
divide it
it's
into
got to be
72.
12%, right?
No, it doesn't. But
Okay.
I use that one because it's easy.
Okay.
You take your interest rate, so 12.
Okay.
Divide it into 72, and the answer you get is how many years it takes your money to double. So 12 goes into 72 6 times.
Okay.
So you can do that with any number.
Really?
So you take your interest rate. So it's not that exciting if it's 1%, right?
No.
It takes 72 years. Well, that's not a great plan for your life.
Right.
So if you don't
At
like the
56
1%,
years old.
you need to come talk to me if you don't like the 1%. Because that's
Okay.
ridiculous. There's options out there.
So there's options.
There's options. You
Right.
just
Things are not as they were,
they're
but
not
there's
as they
still
were, but
options.
There's still great options out there.
Right.
You
The
just gotta know
worst
about 'em.
option is to do nothing.
That's right.
That would be the worst. Because some people say, well, I don't want to make a decision right now. Do you realize to not do anything is the same as making a decision?
Not making a decision is a decision.
Because you made a decision to
That's
do
right.
nothing.
And that means you're going to reap the harvest
Of doing nothing.
whatever's in motion, and that's seldom a bountiful harvest.
Right. So anybody with an investment, anybody that wants to talk about investment, want to plan for their kids' college, or in Brooks's case, weddings and college,
The hair's turning gray as we speak.
Oh, get out of town.
It still looks good, though, Brooks.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
gray hair fits you well. All right, so what does somebody do? What does somebody do?
The easiest thing is to call 424-7777.
And then what?
And schedule a time with me to have coffee with me, and we'll just chat about it.
Now, what if a person doesn't drink coffee? Can
We
they
have
still meet
tea.
with you?
We have tea.
Okay, so
and
it's
they
coffee
can,
or
and
tea.
they can still meet with me. Even.
All right,
If
really?
They've just had their
What if they
coffee.
like Pepsi?
I think we're low on Pepsi.
All right.
I've had some
All right.
busy weeks here. I think I may have
A lot of
drank
heavy
it.
Pepsi drinkers. Oh, you're the caffeine guy. All right. Well, anyway. All right, 424-7777. It's you and your partner, Drew. Is that right?
Yep.
And then you got a whole network of people that you
Yep.
work with.
We've got
and you got a
hundreds
lot
of
going
people
on.
that support us.
How long you been in
back
business?
Office. I've been in the investment business for 14 years.
Wow. So you're just a teenager.
Just a teenager.
Just a toddler.
Well, I remember I started when my oldest daughter was born, and she's
Okay.
14. So
that's how you remember.
That's how I remember.
Okay. All right.
It's not a number I mull over a lot. But.
All right. So basically, whether somebody's got an investment or whatever, what if somebody has rental properties and says, I'm just tired of these rental properties. I'm going to sell these things. I'm tired of the well and the septic and the tenants and so on, and I just want to take that money and do something with it. Would you think a person that's in the rental business might enjoy being in the investment business?
Well,
or not being in the. I'm thinking of me.
Well, a wise-sounding statement comes to mind when you
Okay.
ask that question, and because I know a lot of people that are in the rental business, and it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time.
Right.
You invest and reinvest a lot of money into it, and you can. And the saying that I like that I come into play with is you can work hard for your money, or you can let your money work hard for you.
Now, what would be the first step in letting my money work hard for me?
Call 424-7777. And
Who do I ask for,
explore your
Darren?
options. Explore your options. That's all. That's
Okay.
all I'm asking anybody to do.
Right. You're not going to strong arm me.
I'm not going to strong
We've talked
arm
to
you.
it 300
In your
times
case,
now.
I might.
Okay. You're about fed up with me. You're going to let somebody else talk to me all this time.
I enjoy being around you, Jim. You're a
All
good
right.
friend of mine.
Well,
so.
good, and I enjoy being around you. Well, hang out with us here, Darren, but it's Select Financial Group in Milford, Delaware, 424-7777. Email?
Darren at selectfinancial.us.
And that's D-A-R-R-E-N.
That's right.
Okay.
And there's no
At
.com, it's
selectfinancial.us. Okay. All right. Give him a call. Even if you're not sure of what you need, just give him a call. Talk to him a little bit. Ain't going to cost you nothing. Does it cost anything to talk?
It doesn't cost anything.
Nothing to talk. Free conversation. All right, anyway. All right, I want to remind you that Weller's is going to be open today. Are you in sales today, Brooks?
Yes, I will be in sales today.
Okay, and you, I presume, think you're going to be the lead salesman. Hey, can you tell me real quick, what was that trailer you just got in the other day?
It was a 8x20.
8 foot wide, 20 foot long.
Concession trailer. Had a couple of concession doors on the side.
But it had a sink in it and everything?
Yep, it had
All
a
right, so
3-bay sink with
walk
the
me
separate
through it
hands.
now. Let's stay on the outside first, okay? So it's 8 foot wide, 20 foot long.
Yes.
Okay, 2 axles, right?
That's correct.
Okay, what kind of back doors did it have?
It had double rear doors.
So
in the
they would
back.
open and just swing around.
That's correct.
All right, then it had a vendor door on the
It
side?
had 2 vendor doors on the passenger side.
Okay, so then the normal entrance door was on
the driver's side, which is
Okay.
which is switched what it normally is because
Okay.
of trying to serve out the one side.
Right. So they on one side they got 2 separate vendor doors.
That's correct.
All right, and then what else inside? Take me inside.
As you go inside, it actually had a finished floor, had like
Okay.
a black and white marble vinyl floor.
Oh, okay.
It had vinyl walls with a vinyl ceiling liner.
All right.
They put an electrical package in it, so it had a couple of 4-foot
Receptacles,
fluorescents.
lights.
Had 5 or 6 receptacles. He actually even had some 50 amp or 220 wiring put in as well,
Ooh,
because you're going
really?
to put like a pizza oven and stuff like that in it.
No kidding.
So he had that put in. So he has actually 2 50-amp panels in there. And then he had...
I'm going to guess this trailer's going to sell pizza.
Yes.
Okay.
Pizza.
I'm sharp
cotton,
that way, Darren.
Cotton candy, all kinds of stuff.
Really?
Yep. And then we put like a water package in it. So he had a cabinet with the 3-bay sink, which you need for the health department.
Okay.
Separate hand wash sink. 6
Did it
gallon
have a hot water heater?
Yeah, 6-gallon hot water heater. Water pump, 44
Really?
gallon waste
So
tank,
then,
40 gallon
so
freshwater
when you say
tank.
waste, so it's got tanks underneath.
Yep.
All that goes into.
That's correct, and it's got the
Wow.
sewage valve for the outside. It's got the city fill spot on the outside where you can hook up your hose.
Did
and
you
fill
help
your
them
tanks.
spec this out, or
Yeah.
did they know everything when they walked
No,
in the door?
They came in, we sat down, we talked about what they wanted to do.
You're kind of like Darren. You're in the people business.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, was that over 10 grand or under 10 grand?
That was right around the 10 grand mark.
I had that one pegged, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that means just under?
No, it was actually like 10,260. I think is what it was.
Well, that's a cheap way to start a business when you think about it.
Yep.
You know, in other words, they got a mobile building for 10,000 something.
Exactly.
Now they'll probably spend another 10 inside of that thing.
Exactly.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm excited. Were they happy, or
Oh, he very,
are we
very
going to get like a
excited.
complaint on Brooks Ritter on
I
that
don't
one?
think we're going to get a complaint.
So are you saying that if somebody wants to talk about a vendor trailer, a concession trailer, give Brooks a call, 337-8228. He'll take good care of you. Hey, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Will you hang out with us, Darren?
I'll hang out with you.
All right, we'll be right back. WellerDoesDelmarva.com. Check us out there.
Brighton Homes is a third-generation builder celebrating our 50th year building high-quality, single-family, stick-built homes in the right location with the features you love and the prices you want. Purchase a home in September in the Meadows of Beaver Creek or the Villages of Five Points and celebrate with us by getting free or discounted options like hardwood floors or a gourmet kitchen. Visit our furnished models in the Meadows of Beaver Creek on Harbison Road in Milton or the Villages of Five Points off Savannah Road in Lewis, open daily, or go to brytonhomes.com.
Brighton Homes is an equal housing opportunity builder. Prices and incentives are subject to change without notice.
Right now, you can enjoy the comfort and savings of a new energy-efficient air conditioning system with 0% interest-free financing for 4 years, free 10-year parts and labor warranty, and free maintenance for the first year. If you find that you're less comfortable each summer but spending more trying to cool your home, call First Class Heating and Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical today. In Maryland, 410-742-2121. Delaware, 302-934-8900. Or
Gary Nunn, Minnesota Vikings running back Adrian Peterson is paid $15,000 bail in Texas. He surrendered today to authorities, facing negligent injury of a child charges.
Before being processed at the Montgomery County Jail early this morning, Peterson admitted he, and this is his word, whooped his 4-year-old son. Photos obtained by CBS News show the boy suffered lacerations and bruises, but Peterson's lawyer says he never intended to hurt the child, saying he regrets the unintentional injury.
CBS's August Skamenka, KILT reporter Nick Wright in Houston says the injuries occurred when Peterson used a switch to punish his 4-year-old son. Peterson was in touch with the boy's mom, who lives in Minnesota.
He texts the child's mother within 24 hours of the incident saying, "You're going to be mad at me. I got him good once on the leg."
Peterson will not play tomorrow against the New England Patriots. CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nunn.
Hey, it's me, Jared Morris, and join me this Tuesday at Chris and Jenna Computers in downtown Milford. I'll be there from 9 until 11, and I'm helping them celebrate almost 6 years in business as Chris and Jenna Computers and 3 years in downtown Milford. You can stop by with any questions or always give them a call at 422-7007. They're located at 106 Northwest Front Street in downtown Milford. See you there this Tuesday from 9 till 11 a.m. Chris and Jenna Computers.
Have you considered reducing your smoking risk and switching to electronic cigarettes? Come to a store dedicated to helping you learn about all the choices and try before you buy. Delmar Vapor Lounge is located next door to Delmar Pizza in the State Line Shopping Center in Delmar, Delaware, and offers a clean, family-friendly environment to help you transition to a less harmful nicotine delivery system. Delmar Vapor has over 140 house flavors of quality e-liquid mixed to order. You decide how much nicotine you get without sacrificing flavor. Delmar Vapor carries only high-quality equipment covered by a manufacturer's warranty. Finding your perfect e-liquid is the most important step to the transition from smoking to vaping. So don't waste time and money on other e-cigarettes until you first visit Delmar Vapor Lounge. Complete packages starting at just $35, including e-liquid. Delmar Vapor Lounge is open 9 to 9 Sunday through Thursday until 11 on Friday and Saturday. Visit Delmar Vapor Lounge on Route 13 State Line Shopping Center, Delmar, Delaware.
Susan Monday here, inviting you to check out Sip and Bite on Delaware 105.9. Tune in at 3 every Saturday to find out where you should go for dinner tonight, or to find out about a local event where you'll get to experience great dishes prepared by the fabulous chefs we have in the area. And let's not forget about the local wineries, breweries, and distilleries with something to quench your thirst. It's all about supporting local on Sip and Bite. So join me on a culinary journey every Saturday on Delaware 105.9. Brought to you by the J. Caputo Restaurant Group. The truth is on your fork.
Hi, this is Dan Gaffney. Join me for the morning show every Friday from our sponsor, Jimmy's Grill. We'll be on Route 13 in Bridgeville, live on location. Brought to you by Jimmy's, Highway 1 and Outlet Liquors, Route 1 in Rehoboth. Also brought to you by Weller's Utility Trailers, Bridgeville, Colin Walls of Walls Service Center, and Eagle Glass Company, Kent Sussex Industries, Bob Wheatley and Alliance Real Estate Professionals, Eagles Nest Fellowship Church, Milton, and Andy Cannon from Compass Energy, specializing in heating and air conditioning.
Hey, Jim Weller here.
And hey, this is Colin Walls.
I'm inviting you
to Jimmy's Grill every Friday,
5:30 to 10,
with Dan Gaffney and Delaware 105.9.
Made from scratch radio,
with food,
fellowship,
fun,
networking,
and lots more.
You're invited to stop by and talk with us on our open microphone, 5:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. this Friday at Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville on Delaware 105.9.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
Okay, folks, we're back already. Jim Weller here. You are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We are live right here at Weller's Utility Trailers on Route 13 in Bridgeville. And welcome to the show. You can also watch it online at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. You can watch it online. We're streaming it, so we're here. We're broadcasting live. You can watch us live. You can even watch the show later on at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. I want to take a quick minute and play a disclaimer. Even though Darren Gingrich is going to hang out with us, he has this real nice disclaimer we've done for his show. So, Brooks, roll that disclaimer if you would.
The opinions voiced in this program are for general information only and not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, financial advisor, or tax advisor prior to investing. Securities are offered in the U.S. through First Allied Securities Incorporated, a registered broker-dealer. Member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services are offered through First Allied Advisory Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
There you go, folks. So that was for Select Financial. And I wanted to also give a plug for my copier guy, Rick Fowler. He bought some nice glass display cases off us. So if you've never been to No Nonsense Office Machines, stop in and check out his store. It's 2 miles east of the Circle, right on Route 9 in Georgetown. I mean, he sells and services copiers, both new and used. That's one thing. But he does many other things. He can build you a computer. He sells computers. He had one in here one day that he had built that it looked like a radio with a DVD player in it, but it was also a computer. It was really neat looking. So he can build you a computer. He can sell you a laptop. He can sell you a tablet. He can fix a laptop. He can fix a tablet. He can pretty much do whatever. He even works on gaming systems. So it's called No Nonsense Office Machines. He does have a store with a showroom. You can give him a call, 856-7381, 856-7381. Check him out. Tell him I sent you. And if you get anything worked on, you can ask him, are you still giving that Jim Weller 25% discount on all labor? I don't know if he is or isn't. I just keep mentioning it every week. So anyway, that's that. I guess you'll find it out when you give him a call. 856-7381. Tell him I sent you. That's No Nonsense Office Machines in Georgetown.
Jim's going to have this bill sitting in the back here. Here's all those
25% I didn't authorize. Yeah. So another person I did want to mention is L&W Insurance. That's where I buy my insurance, and they do a good job for me. Auto insurance. I buy my home insurance. I buy some life insurance. I buy some health insurance. I buy my commercial coverage, my workman's compensation, kind of whatever you need. And even what I don't think I need, I still buy it from them. So anyway, that's L&W Insurance. If you are listening and you say, well, I'm fully insured, I have no insurance needs. Well, you never want to turn down a second opinion. It's just kind of worth talking to them. Let them review what you have. Let them tell you what they can do. And maybe you'll learn something that you can use with with them or just continue on how you are. But you got nothing to lose by checking it out. So anyway, 856-7828. They've been serving Delaware for over 60 years. And they also have a website, which is lwinsurance.com. So give them a call, 856-7828, and tell them I sent you. Darren, how you holding up over there?
I'm great. You know, you talk about that discount.
Which one?
That 25% discount that you just ask for it, right? And
that's all. Just ask for it.
It reminds me of, you ever go online, you're placing an order.
Right.
And you see a little box that says
do you have a promo code?
And it kills me.
Right.
So I've learned to go online and search. Sometimes you'll find they'll be made available.
Yep.
So
isn't that aggravating? Because it's like putting it right in your face,
Right.
saying
It's like-
there is a discount, dummy.
Exactly.
If you ain't got the promo code, you ain't getting it.
That's
But
right.
one exists.
But one exists.
One exists.
So-
So how do you go online and find them? Just do a Google search?
I just do a Google search, and it used to be relatively easy, but now they're, all these third-party companies are,
You
they
gotta
used to
go.
be when you
Yeah,
type
half
in,
an hour later, you're still working on a $2 discount.
It used to be in the link would be the promo code, but now
Right.
you got to dig in, and they're trying to grab your shopping habits, and I don't know what all.
Yeah, you got to do this survey and that survey.
Exactly. So anyway.
All right. Can I talk about something I got for sale?
Certainly.
Thank you. Anyway, Brooks, I'm going to let you highlight these things. These are the swing sets sitting in front of Weller's Red Barn on Route 16 in Ellendale. Now, there's nobody at the barn, and we've got to get rid of these swing sets. Now, I mentioned them yesterday on Dan Gaffney's show, and we had some interest. So it's kind of a first-come, first-served thing. So, Brooks, why don't you tell a little bit about them, if you would?
Sure.
And I guess technically they can call you, or
Sure, yeah.
you want them to call Darren?
They can call me. I don't know if Darren's going to have all the information.
I'll just refer you to Brooks anyway.
Exactly.
Okay. And get your finder's fee. All right, go ahead.
Well, we got two of them over there. We have I would refer them to them as a smaller one and a bigger one.
Oh, really?
That way,
you know the colors?
They are. One is actually, I don't.
Okay, good.
I was going to look at the picture that
See
I
how
have.
honesty is, Darren?
I was feeling that was very clever for the beginning. He knows they're big, they're little.
But ask him what color they are.
Yep, I was going to look at the picture and say blue and green, and I'm like, I don't know if those ones over there are that.
So is it fair to say they're the only two swing sets at Weller's Red Barn?
Yes.
And the big one's the only big one?
That's correct.
And the small one's the only small one.
They
Okay,
are,
folks, there you
You still keep it simple for me.
Right.
They are like an off-white vinyl
Okay.
with a different color like roof and slats and swings and stuff like that.
Even the slides might be different colors.
That's correct.
Okay.
But the smaller one's got like a 4x4 tower with an access ladder and a slide,
Okay.
a couple of swings and a trapeze bar. There's an area
Have you
underneath.
ever been on that trapeze bar?
I have never hung on it myself, but I have sat on the swings. And the swings, I'm a big guy. If you guys have never seen
I
me,
bet he's 180, 190 pounds.
I'm probably 345 pounds.
Okay.
And the
He said
swings-
it first.
guess.
That's just a guess. You know? I didn't get on
Since
the scale.
the scale
this morning.
stops at 300.
But
Oh,
these
my
things-
gosh.
These things are big boy friendly and they're little kid friendly. They're,
Okay.
You can go out and have a good
So
time.
you're
with your
telling me you've
kids.
been out there swinging on them?
I have been out there swinging on them.
Are you paid hourly for this?
No comment.
No, he's on flat salary
Yeah.
plus commission.
I plead the fifth. But that particular swing set, the smaller one,
Uh-huh.
it normally would sell for $2,298.
All right, so why didn't it sell?
It was our display. We
Oh,
weren't
okay.
trying to sell that unit.
Okay.
We were
And you were out
selling
there
them on-
swinging on it all the time.
I was trying to make it look like people were having fun on them.
Okay.
And in fact, they were.
People stopped and watched.
But then we went ahead and discounted it to try to move it along to $1,850. But now we have this extra discounted price to get it moved along. You would just
I don't
come in,
like this price.
come in and pay for the swing set. Then you can go take it apart, take it home, and put it back up. And the Saturday afternoon you'll have a swing set.
There you go.
That quick. So $1,650 cash.
That's the
and
price
carry.
I don't like, that one.
You come in, pay for it, take it with you, and you have a swing set this afternoon.
Those are
that
cash
quick.
prices, no credit cards.
That's correct.
And the
All
promo code is
Cash.
Cash money.
Yeah. I'm on my way is the promo code.
There you go. And then we do have a second one. We're going to call this one the bigger one.
The bigger one. We still don't know what color it is.
It's
Have you swung on it too?
No, I haven't actually physically used this one, but the
Okay.
swings are the same quality swings that are on the
Okay.
smaller one. But it is going to have a 4x8 platform that's actually
Wow.
split level. You have one that's going to be at a 5
Have you been
foot
up on
height.
that?
I have not.
Okay.
And then you have one that's going to be at a 7 foot height. Now coming off the 7 foot height,
I
is
could
a
stand up in that one.
twisty turbo tube slide.
Have you been down that?
No, I don't know if I would fit, and I would be scared to death. I'd
We'd
get
be
stuck
willing
right
to
in the
video
middle.
you trying.
I'm sure you would, and then we'd be calling 911 and getting the jaws
That
of life.
sounds panicky.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be stuck in a tube.
Claustrophobic. And then the smaller platform.
We'd be out there cutting it apart, and he'd say, "Cut here."
Has a access ladder and then a smaller slide coming off of that. And again, it does have the two swings and the trapeze bar. This is a really good deal. It normally sells for
this one bothers me.
$4,010.
How much?
$4,010. That's what
These
we normally
swing sets,
sell
though,
for.
the people that buy them, they look at them as an investment.
Absolutely.
This isn't one of your big box store swing sets. This is a real swing set.
It's not a little wood, swing set that's going to splinter or fade.
What does it have?
Crack.
It has salt-treated lumber.
Salt-treated lumber.
Wrapped in vinyl. And then all the hardware and stuff
it's all
is
stainless.
like stainless.
Yeah.
And when we were buying these, Darren, like we looked, they're made by the Amish. And we looked at like 8 different brands that were all made by the Amish.
Mm-hmm.
But we have really learned something. Not all Amish build everything the same as all Amish.
Oh,
you
absolutely.
know? Yeah, big difference. Just like the where you hook the chains, where the swing back and forth.
Right.
Some swing sets, they screw this hook in there, and they hook the chain into it. These have these really nice stainless steel or aluminum fittings with these neoprene bushings inside of them that move back and forth and stuff like that. And
So
I'm
this
like,
is like playground quality.
Oh, yes,
as opposed to
definitely.
as
Well,
oppo-
we've sold them to-
When people think of swing set, I think they think of, the tubular cheap.
a big
But
box store
This
type.
really is a playground.
Correct.
This is a playground
Quality
equipment.
merchandise, yes.
So for somebody that likes to have kids over and they're
or like
playing
somebody
there,
like
they're-
Brooks who likes to
Yeah.
swing on the swing during work.
Exactly.
He wants to make sure it's a good. But anyway, Brooks, listen. Did we sell one to some town or?
We sold one to Woodward School District.
Okay, that's who it was. The
Yep.
school district. Yep. But we sell them in Virginia. We sell them in Baltimore, Washington, Annapolis.
I had somebody called from Ohio the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. See. Dagnabbit. Tax-free shopping here in Delaware.
There you go.
That's what gets them. But anyway, go ahead. So this one was what, 44?
4,010.
4,010.
So then we went ahead and got a discounted price of $3,450.
Right. That price I'm okay with right there.
I'm sure
Here's
you are.
where it gets me.
But
it
we
gets
need
me.
to move these things. We've got the building rented. We need to
these
move
at
these
the
down
barn.
the road. These are all at
Right.
both at the barn. So you can stop by, take a look at them, come here.
You
pay
could
for
swing
them.
on them, Darren.
Absolutely.
I want to see you go down the tube too.
Hey, I've got enough kids to have a plate to justify having.
You should
entire
put
Both
both
of
of
them.
them.
Both of them, Darren.
Wow.
Because when you get there to
Never thought of that.
I can help you.
I could even probably get you like a tunnel to go from one to the other. Look at that.
And if you want,
Oh, now that's
we will mention your name every week saying Darren Gingrich bought those. If you want to know where them swing sets, folks. All right, what's the final price?
This extra discounted price to move this unit along is $2,800.
For
cash
real?
or check. Yep.
Yeah, I can honestly say, folks, both those prices are well below what I paid for them.
wow.
So, yeah,
Just gotta
you're
move
getting
'em.
Got to move them.
It's a
That's
moving
it.
sale.
Yeah, it's a moving sale. That's better than a fire sale
That's right.
or a tornado sale. It's a moving sale, folks. All right. Anything else you want to say about these swing sets? Cash or check, no credit cards at those prices, correct?
That's correct. Come and
All right.
get them while we got them because they will be gone at those
Yeah,
prices
he had
very
a
quickly.
bunch of phone calls yesterday.
Yes.
So hopefully they'll be going today, folks. Anyway, I do want to mention Jeannie and Dave Morgan. A lot of people say, who in the world are these people? You talk about them every week. Well, they're the only people in the United States of America that could talk me into getting a wrap. That's who they are, okay? And can you imagine how easy that was? So anyway, I do a weekly wrap on my little stomach here, and it's been tightening and toning and so on and so forth. I take a protein shake every day. It's only like 100 calories. It's full of fiber, and that fiber keeps everything moving. It helps detoxify me and so on. They got all kinds of things to offer. They got these things called Fat Fighters, and they've got some stress relief things and all kinds of stuff. They're like personal coaches. So if you want to talk about any of the products they have, give them a call. Also, you can like them on Facebook. I did promise Jeannie I'd get her to 10,000 likes before I get done talking to her about her. So anyway, go to Facebook and click on Delaware Rap and Tone and like that page if you would. And then also their website is getnaturalbodywraps.com. It's getnaturalbodywraps.com. And that's on the World Wide Web, Darren. You're thinking they're just on the local web. They're actually on the World Wide Web.
Wow.
Yes. And they're on there actually 24/7. They don't turn it off at any time or anything like that. So in the middle of the night, you could look at their website or whatever. And they have a phone number, and it's actually a real phone, 422 422-8315, and just call them up and say, listen, when Jim's talking, it sounds like gibberish. I really want to know what in the world's the guy doing. How does he eat out so much and not weigh 345 pounds? 45 pounds. How does he not weigh 345 pounds? So give him a call, 422-8315. Tell him I sent you. I think I get a penny for every referral they get. So anyway, I wanted to mention again another item at the barn that I need to get rid of, Darren.
Another item at the barn.
Can you guess what it is?
The cupolos?
The Upolos? What's a Upolo?
The cupolos.
Oh, on the roof?
No, that's
Oh,
not it.
okay.
I'm assuming that's not it.
Okay, no, it's not. I'm just trying to give you a hard time. I'm going to make you say, man, I can't believe I stayed for this kind of abuse. Okay. What it is it's a huge commercial hot water heater. 100-gallon hot water heater. That's a big hot water heater. And it's propane. And it's in the building. It's hooked up because they used to have a commercial kitchen there. And this was probably a few $1,000s new. And it is in working condition. I had somebody hook it up the other day and fire it up, make sure everything worked. And I'm going to sell it for $250.
Wow.
$250 American money, cash money. Okay? So if either one of you guys want it, you're welcome to it. Or if any of the hundreds of thousands of people that are listening or watching want it, anybody can have it. First come, first serve. So if you want a big propane commercial, and it's not natural gas, it's called LP gas. I think that's a local professional. I don't know what LP means. Do you know?
Liquid propane.
He was on it. Did you know, Brooks?
I did not know.
Okay, so we don't really know if he's right or wrong.
But I know.
He's grinning.
I'm
He
going
must
to
be
Google.
right.
I'm in the information business
We're
also,
leaving here
Jim.
and going to Google. Okay. So anyway, if anybody has an interest in that, call Brooks at 337-8228. Man, I got to mention that Weller's is open today at 9 o'clock, and Brooks is going to be in sales. We want to sell something. Is there anything in particular you'd like to sell today? You have been on a phenomenal roll this week.
I'd like to sell the rest of our car haulers out there.
All of them? Every
All
one
of
of them?
them, every one of
All
them.
of them. Okay.
We only got like 10 or 15 left.
Okay. Enclosed car haulers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have had a really good week. The economy seems to be turning, but Darren, I'm going to tell you something we have done this year that has really worked. We're a little more aggressive in our selling, and we're pretty much saying, look, we want you to do all your shopping elsewhere first. Get that out of the way because it's already established we've got the trailers.
Right.
We've got the buying power, and we need to move them. You know, we're not collectors of trailers. They're not collector's items, so we don't want to make them collector's items. We want to move them. So if you're listening and you're thinking about a trailer, whether it's a small enclosed trailer or a big enclosed trailer or a special order vendor trailer for your fire company or your civic organization, or whether you need a trailer for any reason, landscape trailers, equipment trailers, tow dollies, dump trailers, whatever, if we don't have it, Brooks specializes in the special orders. But we're going to make you the deal.
Sure.
Within reason. I mean, we're not going to sell a $5,000 trailer for $1,000. Ain't going to happen. But there isn't pretty much anything we can't do. We're going to be competitive. We're also going to talk to you a little bit more than the average trailer store. We're going to give you more information. You know, we've hired a new guy out here named Earl, and he's just blown away with how much information we give people because he used to work somewhere else selling a product. And he's like, I've never known a place to give this much information to somebody. So, you know, we want you to go to other places because as soon as you do and then you come here, you're going to say, wow,
There's something different.
There's something different here. Not only are we friendly and pleasant and don't cuss at you or anything like that, but beyond all of that, we actually know what we're talking about. So you've got Jason Troyer here, you got Brooks Ritter, you've got Earl, and you've got who else? Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon. And everybody in between. So there's about a dozen people here. Were you going to say something?
I bought a pressure washer here a while back. And one of the
Okay.
things that impressed me was you guys dug into what I needed. You know, as
Yes.
opposed to you trying to sell me the most expensive one, you guys asked me what I'm going to do with it, how many times am I going to use it,
Or
what's
worse.
the application for.
Right. Assess your needs and give you the best value.
Exactly. So, and you
because
can-
the worst thing we could have done was sold you the cheapest one.
Right.
You
Because
said we
it might
didn't sell
not
you
have
the
worked.
most expensive,
right, because if you're fixated on just price,
right,
then you get something that doesn't meet your needs, and then you're feeling disgruntled. But you know, I appreciate that these guys take the time to get to know you and ask questions. And you know, you can tell right away when someone's asking questions if they're sales questions or if they genuinely are trying to assess your needs.
Right. Well, here's the way we look at it. Everybody that works here is probably always going to work here. They're friends or family. Right. This is where they're at. This is a career. It's not just a job. So if they don't sell something, they don't lose their job either. Right. So a lot of places, if the person working there doesn't sell something, they lose their job. So they've got to sell you something. It's not about a relationship because they don't control whether they're going to have a relationship. They just need to sell you something. At Weller's, I mean, my son works here. Both my daughters work here. My son-in-law works here. One of my best friends, Doug Ritter, both his boys work here. Brandon and Brooks are Doug Ritter and Robin Ritter's boys. And they both work here, and they're brothers. And this is a long-term family-type relationship environment. Right. So do we look to be as cheap as anybody everywhere through the internet and the whole wide world? No. We want to give you value. We want to treat you fair. We want to be honest. We want it to be a good deal for us. We also want it to be a good deal for you. And we want to be here after the sale to help you any way we can. Some of the products we sell, we just have to steer you through the warranty process. We're not an expert on everything. A while back, we sold a lot of generators. When somebody had trouble with a generator, they come in and they think we're going to work on it. Well, who would want us to work on it? We don't know anything about generators. Why would you even want me to work on it? So we steer you to a authorized warranty repair center to work on a generator. But, in other words, and unlike the internet, it's not a faceless transaction. You're going to actually see us. And you're going to see us at Chick-fil-A, and you're going to see us at Dairy Queen, and you're going to see us at the ballparks, and you're going to see us in your church, and you're going to see us out and about in the community, and you're going to find that we support local things like fire companies and ballparks and events and so on and so forth. So, we're a little bit more than just a big building that, has a big old truck come up and haul the money out of town and, so on and so forth. We're here for the community. We are community-minded people. We live here. We bank here. We buy electricity here. I told Brooks that the other day. We had an electric company pricing some trailers. And I said, remind them I got about 18 properties buying electricity from you. In other words, I'm actually a customer. Yeah. So, when you're getting your quotes and shopping all around, keep that in mind. We support local fire companies. Yeah. We support many things. So I try to remind people, the pendulum swings both ways. We try to look out for you. You try to look out for us. And before you know it, we're called a community.
That's right.
And exactly right. I think it's important. And I think people lose sight of that.
There's a lot of businesses that do that they don't necessarily talk about it. But they do. They work really hard to do business with people that do business with
Correct. Them. And it is important because we live in a community where there's volunteer firemen. Yep. We got to look out for one another. Yeah. So we're not a big city that's nothing but blacktop and cement and big tall buildings. Right. We're farmers. We're construction guys. We're Delmarva. We're tough. Right. We're Delmarva tough. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, I'll be making a Delmarva commercial here. But we're here. We try hard. Are we perfect? No. Do we ever make mistakes? Nobody will admit it, but we do. We've actually made a mistake or two in our lives. So, but we try our best, folks. So all we're saying is, look, if you need anything that Weller sells, you've got Brooks Ritter to talk to. You've got Brandon Ritter to talk to. You've got Jason Troyer. You've got Earl. We're going to try to do a good job. Again, if we do something wrong, you don't got to get your lawyer to make it right. My home phone number's in the phone book. In other words, just feel free to let us know and we'll make it right. So we try, we care, we're doing our best. How can you top that statement, Brooks?
I don't think I can. I think it's the truth, and we're here, and just give us a call.
Yep, 337-8228, toll free for me. Guess what the number is? 1-302. 337-8228. Darren, are you awake over there?
I think you fell asleep.
I would say, hey, and we're actually on the web. We're on the local web, and we're on the World Wide Web. Okay, and we leave our website. Do we leave it up on weekends too?
Absolutely.
Okay, so our website is up there Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's correct.
Okay, so you could actually look at our website anytime. It's quite entertaining. Go down to the bottom and click on that one little thing that says Jim Weller, the man, the myth, the legend. Sit back, eat some popcorn, and enjoy that for about 40, 45 minutes. And you'll say, woo, isn't that something? Tells you all about me, from birth to adoption, to everything in between, right up to 8 stents in my heart. So anyway, 337-8228, Wellers.com on the web. Want to throw an invite out to anybody that would like to join me at Eagles Nest Church tomorrow morning, 9:30. We're doing a special series called Overwhelmed. It is so timely for what's going on right now in everybody's life. If anybody's listening and you say, I'm never overwhelmed, you're too overwhelmed to know it. That's the way I feel. So Eagles Nest Church, 9:30 tomorrow morning. If you can make it, look me up while you're there. And other than that, it's wellerdoesdelmarva.com. If you want to watch this show again, if you said this was just so great, I got to watch it again, or if you want to see what we look like or our smiley faces or the new hairdo I'm sporting, wellerdoesdelmarva.com. Then on Facebook, you can like us, Weller Does Delmarva. Man, I am out of time, folks. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Have a good, safe weekend. And I will see you sometime. Bye-bye.